Today, we will put up our pictures to show we are here. Let's all sit in a circle. Things we will use are name cards and passport photographs of students, 1 per student. Pocket attendance chart, 1 per class. Wooden tray, 1 per class. Class puppet, 1 per class. Content book. Let us make a circle. Keywords in the word wall are eyes, ears, nose, mouth, hands. Okay, now it's time to do a fun activity. Step 1. We will use these things for circle time today. Okay, now it's time to do a fun activity. Step 1. We will use these things for circle time today. Today, we will play a game called Simon Says. Things we will use are Worksheet 1.2. Okay, now it's time to do a fun activity. Step 1. Listen to the action to be done in the sentences that begin with Simon Says. Do the action. Step 2. Simon says, close your eyes. Step 3. Let's see if you can all do the action. Step 4. Let's do some more actions for the body parts drawn on the board. Step 5. Are you ready? Okay, open your mouth. Step 6. Caught you. We did not hear Simon says, open your mouth, but you still opened your mouth. Step 7. Remember, the rule is to do an action only if Simon asks you to do it. Okay, now it's time for some reflective analysis. Discussion. Undefined. Question. What can we do with our ears? Eyes, nose, mouth, hands, legs. Let's hear from at least 5 students. Let's summarize the answers now. We can listen with our ears, see with our eyes, and smell with our nose. We can pick things up with our hands. We can walk and jump using our legs. We can Okay, now it's time for some application. Class work. Okay, now it's time for some application. Let's find our workbook and complete worksheet 1.2. I repeat, worksheet 1.2. Today, we will make simple lines. Things we will use are clay, a Okay, now it's time to do a fun activity. Step 1. Make sure you have this for English time today. Step 2. For today's activity, let's sit in pairs. Step 3. Look at the board. This is a standing line. Step 4. This is a sleeping line. Step 5. This is a slanting line. Step 6. Now, let's make these 3 lines using clay. Step 7. Put them on your desk like this. Step 8. Trace over the lines once they are made. Step 9. Name them. Okay, now it's time for some reflective analysis. Discussion. Undefined. Question. How are standing, sleeping, and slanting lines different? Let's hear from at least 3 students. Let's summarize the answers now. Standing lines go straight from up to down. Sleeping lines go straight from one side to the other side. Slanting lines slant to one side as they go from up to down. Okay, now it's time for some application. Class work. Okay, now it's time for some practice. Draw these standing, sleeping, and slanting lines in your notebooks.
Have a good day.
Today, we will color a picture. Things we will use are 1 box of crayons, 1 per student. Coloring sheet with the outline of the human body, 1 per student. Coloring sheet with the outline of the human body, 1 per student.